the conditions of Adhan. What are the shurut of Adhan? Shart is something which is done before an action, which must be there before the action. That's shart. The first thing with Adhan is Adhan can only be given when the time enters for Salah. That's the most important thing. Dukhulul waqt. Clear? If at any point it doesn't make sense, just stop me. And this is a very important point because your Salah and your fasting depends on it. If that's done wrong, imagine someone eating while the Fajr has started or opening your fast before the Maghrib has started. There's implications. And the Salah is fard in its time. Someone making Adhan before his time is not acceptable. And if that happens, the Adhan will have to be repeated. Clear? When we talk about Dukhulul Waqt, there is one thing we need to talk about. Is that in the time of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which is Sahih Hadith, and it's proven that in Medina, in the time of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they used to give a Adhan before Fajr. Were you aware of this? They used to give an Adhan before Fajr, and then they used to give Adhan again when the Fajr starts. Okay? So there were two Adhans. There's the Adhan of Bilal radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He would give Adhan, and then shortly after when the Fajr starts, Ibn Maktoum.
Abdullah ibn
Huh?
Abdullah ibn Maktoum.
Yeah. He will give Adhan, the second Adhan. Okay? So, Abdullah ibn Maktoum. So he would give the second Adhan. And because of that, some of the fuqaha, even one of the, I believe, Abu Yusuf from the Ahnaf and the Shafis, they said the Adhan of Fajr can be given before its time. But if you look at the matter deeply, that Adhan was never Fajr Adhan. That Adhan is not Fajr Adhan at all. In fact, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said that لا يغرنكم أذان بلال. Let not the Adhan of Bilal confuse you, or let not the Adhan of Bilal, let it not deceive you. لا يغرنكم أذان بلال. The meaning of the hadith is لا يغرنكم من سحوركم أذان بلال. Let not the Adhan of Bilal stop you from your suhoor. And other hadith as well, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, when you hear the Adhan of Bilal, keep eating and drinking. And when you hear the Adhan of Ibn Maktoum, then you should stop eating. Alright? So what was the Adhan for? That Adhan was for letting people know the Fajr is near. It served two purposes. Firstly, if someone needs to wake up for Qiyamul Layl, or those who are worshipping in the Qiyamul Layl, it tells them that the time of suhoor is running out, so you should start eating. And those who are eating or haven't prepared their food, it tells them there's not enough time. There's not much time left. That was the purpose of the first Adhan. So even though some fuqaha who said that Fajr Adhan can be given before its time and then repeated in its time, in fact that was never a Fajr Adhan in the first place. Okay? So Adhan has to be given in its time. Especially in Ramadan. There is another point from this hadith. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam telling people لا يغرنكم أذان بلال. It is very clear that if you are going to follow this method, you better let people know. We are going to do two adhans we are going to do two adhan. The first one is to warn you, and the second one is the real adhan. Or the adhan of Bilal in this case, you can keep eating. So if there are two people, he says, if he gives azan, keep eating, and if so and so gives azan, stop eating. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam clarified to people, it is not suitable for someone to just randomly go to an area where people are not used to and then give adhan before Fajr. The areas where they practice that, they're well aware of it. And where the people, they don't practice that, someone shouldn't. And adhan is not something that someone should randomly stand up and give. Adhan has many conditions you should know before someone should give adhan. Firstly, you should be well aware of the timings. Okay? Back in the days, there were no such thing as timetable. So people had to be the masters of time in the Fajr. Try to find out when the Fajr started in the night. And you will find out. It's not easy. It's not for everyone in the dark night. You say, oh, Fajr started now. It's not easy, especially in England. It's almost impossible, I think. You have to be like really, really good. We use scientific methods and degrees. That's the only way. How many of us have tried to look at time in Ramadan, stay out? It makes no sense. So someone who wants to give adhan should be well educated in the matter of the timing. Alhamdulillah, nowadays it is not so much of a problem because of the ulama who already prepare the timetable for you on the plate. Okay, but nevertheless, no one should give adhan without permission, or especially give adhan before Fajr if this is not what people are used to.